congrats on the second kid.
Thank you, Smile.
You are now double dad.
Yep.
Which means more dad jokes.
Oh.
Here's this month's joke.
Okay.
What is black, white, and red all over?
Uh-huh.
A sunburnt penguin. Ha. Ha ha.
Awesome. Surely no deaths today? No, no. Me? I haven't died yet. Thanks for the 32 space. Mikey, thanks for the 39. Okay. I'll check the PO box soon. Thanks for the 54 has.
Genuinely congrats on
Saturday,
the
thanks
baby.
for the 15. Will Char, thanks for 35.
Everything went well and hope Hannah is doing
4.
well.
I already said that.
Any day.
Zach, thanks for the 73.
And playing Slay.
It's so
the
quiet.
Spire 2. Did you play the first one I forgore? 1, 2,
I haven't. Did the
2,
second one come
3,
out?
4, 5, 6.
Yeah, I played the first
8,
one a decent amount.
9, 10, 11, 12.
It's in early access. Whoa.
Misogynist? Is there a Mr. I could talk to?
No. Hold on, I've got burger. All right, let's continue our little hardcore legendary mode Terraria experience. I don't even remember where we left off. Have we killed a boss yet? I don't think so. It's a little scary. Game's a little scary when everything's gonna do a bunch of damage to you. Loser? I'm not a loser. No. You're mean. Never mind, I don't want to play anymore. The other hardcore Terraria was on an easier difficulty. Yep. They changed it to where the secret seeds could be combined with regular seed generation. So it's like you unlock hidden elements rather than a world with the same world with a different thing. So now you can do stuff like Zenith and Further Worthy and all that stuff on different seeds, not the set seed it used to be on. Anyway, let's log in as stupid dumb fucker on the woke excretion of hoodlums. Is it a little loud? Feels a little loud. Am I crazy? What was that about having another child? My second daughter was born 5 days ago. Pretty cool. She's pooped in my arms like 6 times. Not pretty cool. Nom. Nom. He's 5 days old. Is that even possible? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can vouch twice. I like this streamer. Was it recalling my daughter pooping on me multiple times, or me eating my burger very violently and gluttonously that sold you? I like to think it was a mix of the two. Where did we even stop? Right. Okay, we got the snapthorn. Great. Huge. Ooh, we had a staff of regrowth. That's right. We had a bunch of shit down here. We're growing. We're growing some shit. Oh my god. We don't know where the shimmer is yet. We got the dude's fucking hat. We got the lucky clover twice somehow. We've got... Finding the shimmer would be kind of smart here, I think, right? We also have 400 health already, so we could... theoretically... do a little Cthulhu angle, I think. I'm gonna have to see what we're working with. We have a lot of rubies and gold. We could summon the king slime. 100%. We have to find a demon altar, though. Which is... scary. Where did the dye trader just move in? Do I have a... what? Game music's too loud? Oh, yeah. Oh, I probably cranked it up for some boss at one point, didn't I? So you died to him? You know, it's more likely than not. It's a lot more likely I do die to him than I don't. Just to be completely honest with you. The antlion cave is right there. I think if I remember right, I wanted to go down there and get a bunch of fossils to use to throw against him. But I don't have an extractinator. Why is there so much lava? It's part of the seed. So the For the Worthy seed replaces a good amount of the water in the game with lava instead. Because like I have to go fuck myself, I guess. I don't really know why they did that. Pretty sure they'll one-shot me. I have gold armor and 400 health. It's kind of, what else can I do realistically? I have 28 defense, iron skin. I mean, like, I get it. They do a lot of damage in this game mode, but like, what else do I fucking do? Hello, Timmy. Slime fish on the surface forest. You bitch! No, it's fine. Let's see if I can squeak my way into the corruption and make this king slime summon before it gets scary. Need to equip my umbrella. So I just tried a Cthulhu shield dash. Oh, right, we got the chicken charm. Wow, it's like we're still playing my voice too. Awesome. Okay, that's a scary amount of them right there. Okay, and I have to go that way. That's good. Guys. Hello. Yeah, I told you. Evidence. I have a daughter. A second one. There's two now. She's so tired. She's very red, yeah. She's very pink. Baby girl. This is Juliet. She's very, very tiny. She's bald like you. Okay. How tired she is. Yeah, she has a little bruise from delivery. She actually looks way better than she did. She got like beat up somehow. Exiting. Yeah, she like shot out like a cannon. How else? I mean, that's what happened. She had a bunch of bruises because it's like if the baby is quick to come out instead of like, you know, a longer active labor, their head doesn't like form around the. It's gross. It's gross. Anyway, she did not take her time, and that results in a lot of bruising. So. Yes, but she's very cute. And she's got big chubby cheeks just like Darcy did. And constantly mean mugging, but that's okay. Because it's kind of cute. Even now. But she's doing really good. She's eating great. She's making sounds apparently. She's very squeaky. I don't know if any of them will pick up, but she's very squeaky. They've been. Oh, we got a little squeak. A little squeak. I fucked up. Told you, mean mug. Don't let a single person tell you that parenthood is hard and annoying and not worth it.
It's hard.
It is hard, but it's been so worth it 20 times over. So, you know, it's definitely not easy, but it's like so redeeming. It's not even funny. Look at her little look. I told you she's mean mugging. Look at her little
Family.
My mom thinks she's adorable, by the way. Very important opinion. Awesome. Awesome.
Watch as we hear just a massive ass rip if she goes back to Sneeg's arms.
I'm not holding her again. The second I hold her, she's going to rip ass. Exactly. It's not happening. What do you mean no? It's happened like 6 times already. Her face, dude. She's like... Honestly, if I came out beat up like that, I'd be mad too. Oh, she's getting mad. Oh. She said, cut that out. Look at the little baby scrunch. Little baby butt scrunch. Oh. Yeah, go ahead. Bye. Just not pleased with the situation. She is a tomato, bro. She's already so pink, and then when she starts getting upset like that, she gets even more red. She's very red. But she's doing great. I told Hannah that it's kind of like when I start to get actually worked up and my face gets red and you guys make fun of it. And she was like, you don't do that. And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. I just don't get mad. I just don't get mad very much. Unless it's with you guys because I fucking hate you. Was Darcy that tomatoey? Not that I remember. Darcy's got Hannah's complexion. Darcy's very pale. She's very like yeah, like a little more pale in like a nice looking way. Anyway, back to video gaming, I guess. Shout out to Autopause. Luigi the Painter. Really hoping that down here is a way to get all the way down to an altar. You know what? We actually really could do. We haven't broken one of these, have we? This would be a really good call, actually. Okay, it's nothing down here. That's great. That's awesome. This is actually a really good idea because
my nephew who was born on Valentine's Day has just started to see things better and he's grumpy all the time. He frowns so much.
Is there no way down over here? Oh my. Is it this? Shit. God damn it. I hate when the game has 2 corruption areas. Not because, like, I think most do. I think it's guaranteed, but it's more that it's like it looks just like it. They look the same. You know what I mean? So it's like you don't really, I don't know. I could have evaluated it better. I should have considered 6 corruptions. How did you have 6? What the hell did you do? Break every altar? Okay, we go down this one and pray.
I may have bought y'all too many little Debbie snacks, so feel free to share as you please.
Okay.
Snacks.
Okay, that's just lava instantly. Okay, wait. We don't have a ton of slime. I'm gonna use a bunch of it though to make them sticky. It's getting sticky! Oh. We'll let the bombs do the work. Getting the Snapthorn was a great call. That was a really good call. Oh, I need a hammer. A musket. Not what I wanted, honestly. But it's okay. I will get over it. I kill you. Ooh, I just used all of my slime. Which I need to make the summon. If I remember right. Nice. Okay, Matt. Okay. Yeah, I'll take a Masterful Vilethorn. That's pretty okay. Yeah, That'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Have we mined obsidian in this game yet? I took such a break I can't remember. All of my like previous saves in master mode worlds are bleeding with this current one. There's so little enemies right now. I'm a little concerned. I'm worried about it because, like, I know the spawn rates are worse in this. Like, I know it is, and there's just nothing. All right, well, we got to kill some slimes because I fucked up. That's awesome. Okay, we have 800 obsidian. Yeah, we definitely collected a few obsidian. That's good. That's good. We got a battle potion. We're gonna drink it, and we're gonna go this way. And we're just gonna kill some slimes. I should check with the guide how many I need, actually. Oh my god. Okay, awesome. That's just a bunny with TNT strapped to its chest. That's awesome. That's so cool, actually. You know what? Good for him. Good for him. 20. Bruh, I had enough and I don't even need the... Wait, I already made the rubies were for the crown itself. I'm stupid. Okay. Okay. So can I have some slimes or no? Bonk, bonk. Bonk, bonk. Worm. Worm. The explosive bunnies do 2,000 damage if you run into them. Well, I mean, yeah, it's fucking dynamite. That shit hurt. Okay, let's not turn nighttime before I get enough gel to make the summon. That's gonna upset me, and you don't want to upset me. I'm like the Hulk, except instead of turning green and strong and angry, I just yell at my monitor and do nothing about it. Because I'm a fucking wuss. You need to make an arena? You need to make an arena, bro. I think I'm summoning it the second I get it. Chill. Chill. Five more gel, please. That is something you would do. You know what wouldn't be an awful idea is summoning him right here and letting him fall into the lava. That would be funny. I'm not sure if that would be a good idea, but it would be a funny idea to let the lava do some carrying in terms of damage dealt. I don't actually know if lava does damage to King Slime. Probably not, because it would be really easy to trap bosses if they took damage. I'm not so certain. I should probably not walk into the corruption with this battle potion ticking. That's a great way to get just absolutely swarmed. turn that off. Only King Slime and Golem Body are able to take damage from lava. Wow. I was actually correct. Awesome. Deathweed, thank you very much. Damn. That's what my gun sounds like. Please get out of my way. I must use the altars underneath you. Leave me. Okay. No, that's cool. Just give me a dead end. That's fucking awesome. It's actually like just what I wanted because like when you think about it, it's fucking annoying. And that's really cool. Okay. Okay. We need to make a desert pylon. Right, yeah. That would be good. Whoa. Jungle pants. 665. Well, that's actually like better than what I'm wearing. I don't think I have enough shit to do it though. Ooh. Oh wait, I already got the... My bad. I forgot. Demon bow, maybe? Intimidating demon bow. Oh. Yeah, I'm a freaking demon. Demon emoji. Demon emoji, literally. Wait, stupid dumb fucker, is it? I've heard good things, friend. Indeed, it is I. Okay. What else? We kind of need to build a bunch of platforms. As much as I would rather not. It's like almost a necessity. I don't have anything to place faster. That's not as creative as Liberal Larry. Okay, well, I was mad when I made him. And, you know, honestly, why am I to expect, out of all of the characters when I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, stupid dumb fucker is the one that's survived the most? How am I supposed to anticipate that? Okay? Can you hop off? Being really mean. You recommend 2 or 3 platforms for King Slime. Why? You're scaring me. The spawns? True. Yeah, we can do some... We can do a few more. We can do 2 or 3 layers just so we can get up and over. Oh my god, there's an enemy on the way. Oh fuck, there's 3. Back, demon. Oh. 85 damage. What a fun thing. You know? That's all I've ever wanted, is to just get absolutely bent over for existing. I doubt you'll be able to do any up and overing. What? Are the bosses, like, also completely different? I mean, I probably should assume that, right? Mostly? Oh boy. Hey guys, welcome to my zero prep hardcore legendary mode playthrough where I screw myself over because I don't do any research. This is legendary. Smile. Not to me. This is easy mode. This is journey mode to me, really, realistically. I'm just being really humble, letting you guys kind of give me some tips to make you feel better about not being as good. You know. Can this zombie jump this high? Nope, thank God. I miss my Wolo skates. I miss my Wolo skates. I wanna be able to Wolo skate. My eye is being weird. Should I go to the hospital and get it removed? Obviously. Why are you even asking? Like, what? People can't do anything anymore. Hope everyone's having a good day. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Are we having a good day, chat? Answer quickly. Or you're banned. Just so you know. No pressure. Doing coursework, so no. Yeah, whatever, nerd. Get a load of the dweeb, guys. You did this in university? Yeah, but you know what the difference is I'm not British, so I win. gonna make the rules, so. America is better. Why? Because we are covering up a massive sex trafficking and pedophilic ring and using a war to continue to brush it under the rug. That's not even necessary because our president is terrible at communication and doesn't want to be told no.
True crime videos you have expressed that your goal with the videos is to educate, not entertain.
Duh.
One of my close family members was a murder victim, so I just wanted to let you know that I appreciate your approach and respect for the victims.
Yeah, of course.
I'm sorry if I overshared, but it caught my attention, so I wanted to let you know.
It's not oversharing, bro. No, I mean, and like, that's the exact reason, man. Like people in your position and in their position as victims are the exact reason I want to be that way. Because like what a lot of people, and this infuriates me, have a hard time remembering, is that true crime is true crime, right? And there's people that have an inability to consume the media of it without remembering that there's like actual people involved with this stuff. And things like that affects people. Like anybody dying affects anyone. Lots of people. Unfathomable amounts of people are affected, no matter who dies. Whether you no matter how you saw that person, right? Like there's still a life lost, which has a ripple effect that is you can't even comprehend, because not only do you not know the amount of people they touched or would, like you don't know. And it's unfair to be a expert. A goblin army? Oh fuck. I mean, that's fine actually. You know what? That's actually good. That's actually good because I can get the goblin. And that way we can make the boots already. Like having the rocket boots for the King Slime fight and the Cthulhu fight might actually be pretty good. That's true. I also don't need the Bezwar if I'm not in the jungle. That is also true. W comms. We will give myself the anklet just for some more movement speed. Unless something I have is... I need to sell that extra shit. I don't know, man. I appreciate you, like, letting me know. Like, it's always nice to know that, like, the ways that I present my content, or, like, the 30
My
minutes
mom and
of
I
Iron
like
Skin.
to watch documentaries, and I make sure to pause a
Featherfall
lot to
might be a
really
little
take in the
scary, though.
situation that is in fact someone's reality.
I might turn off this
It's crazy
Featherfall.
to me that the worst day of someone's life is often treated as another person's hobby.
Exactly. And and what we, you know, on stream and stuff, we watch content, we watch true crime, and this is you could consider it like a similar type of consumption. But like, once again, like as a professional, because I've studied it, I have a degree in it, I've been, you know, told that I am, like, in a way educated on the subject. Like, my goal is to be able to tell and show the content without it being like too ridiculous. I mean, like, this, you know, like, there's a lot of people who just lost the plot in terms of like this is like murder. Like, people die. Like, obviously there's like the stuff like Shakira Flabbergasted, where it's like, you know, still a really ridiculous and fucked up situation in a lot of ways, but also like very entertaining in the sense that, like, technically nobody was like affected in like a lot of ways, and the person's meltdown is very much like, okay, like this is, get a load of this, right? But still, like a majority of it, and a majority of the documentaries people want to watch are about the very gruesome things, right? And yeah, like people without fail will just forget that the things they're watching are about like legitimate people who had to suffer through that, and then the families of the people who suffered through that are also just completely not sometimes not even talked about, not even interviewed, not even given permission. Did you guys know that the Jeffrey Dahmer thing that Netflix put out, they didn't even ask the victims' families? Didn't even ask them. A bunch of them said don't do it. A bunch of them are mad they did it. Almost like giving a dramatic series, dramatizing a serial killer who cannibalized men is probably not a good idea. Probably not a good thing to make a spectacle. You know? I don't think that's a good, yeah, probably not a great call. Shockingly enough, right? So, I don't know, man. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate, like, one, I'm sorry that, like, that happened and, like, you had to go through, like, the grievances of a close friend of a victim and stuff like that. Like, it's words can't even describe, like, the sympathy I feel, and they certainly can't make anything that any of you had to deal with better, but it's nice to know that, like, my stance on this is actually, like, comforting to people who are the ones that I'm thinking about when I'm feeling that way. You know what I mean? Like, it's good to know that that's actually, like, impactful to the people that I'm hoping it's impactful to, right? Anyway, this has low-key been a cakewalk because of the platforms. I can't lie. We built these platforms for the King Slime. It's actually clutched up with the Goblin Army so fast because it's like they have a static spawn side. So I've just been able to sit over on the right and they all come from the left and they don't even, like, I just... Excuse me. And getting the Vilethorn, that's so good. The Masterful Vilethorn, like, I can't even reforge yet, and I got, like, the best version of the Vilethorn immediately, which is crazy to me. Okay, how about we calm down a little bit? Oh. Whoops. Oh, that's not good. Are they all alive down there? They did. If I just... Oh, God. You think that's doing damage? I hear it. I hear them getting hurt by it. Oh, they're gone. Never mind. Other things are spawning. The game said never mind. God damn it. I did it again. I'm hitting S to fall faster because of the feather fall, and then I'm just dropping on the platform and they're all falling with me. I'm gonna stand on this one. Probably better to stand up higher in case I do it again. Probably not a good idea. This is the longest fucking Goblin Army I've ever done. Pre-hard mode. The hard mode Goblin Army can take a second because of the sorcerers, but I mean, like, fuck me. This is taking its sweet fucking time. But that's okay, because honestly, the slower the better for this. We need this as simple as possible in order to not get just damaged like a madman. I think the best thing, like the next thing we could do is go to the left side and look for the shimmer. Since it's on the jungle side, we have a pylon all the way to the far left already, so we can go to the far left and just like dig down and search, and then that way we can simultaneously search for the goblin. So we're kind of foregoing our King Slime cage match, but I think it'll be much smarter long term to get the goblin and the rocket shoes and the specter boots already, because we can make the thunder sparks. Like, we have the aglet and the anklet already. Like, we can upgrade our boots twice already, which is really good. Like, that's really, really good because of just the extra movement speed we'll get for the combination, and the rocket, like the jetpack rocket boots we'll get with the combination. Like, that's actually really, really good. Especially for early on. It'll also clear up an accessory spot. Can't complain about that. That guy hurts. Good lord. Okay. That's good to know, I guess. Shout out to them giving me nothing, by the way. They did not give me a single item. Just balls. All they did was give me balls. No harpoon, nothing. Harpoon could have been real cool against the eater, but it's fine. No balls for me, or just balls for me. Yeah, I already had something to eat. Just balls for me. Harpoon does pierce? Yeah, it would be great for eater. And you can, nowadays, you can recall it manually.
Hello. Happy Darcy 2/J, so happy for y'all. Anyways, I have begun my 6-month plan to move out of this house.
Nice. Maybe
I
when they
almost
fell. Yeah, we
bought
could
a
check.
car today. Cat kiss.
Nope, of course not. Nope. Oh, congrats, dude. Big deal. Thanks for the 6. Plane, thanks for the 27. All right. Let's head to the left side. What am I doing? Let's head over to the left side and dig and try to find the shimmer. Yeah. Good thing we can actually also eliminate, like, we can go to the desert oasis and make a pylon and get that out of the way too. I'm thinking I want to dig like here. Because, like, this is the anthill, right? This is the corruption. So, like, I'm thinking it's either here or here. I mean, I guess it could be anywhere, but I'm thinking with the generation, it's probably, like, somehow messing with where it shows up. Because something in my mind is telling me that, like, the shimmer wouldn't be programmed to spawn underneath either of those biomes. I could be wrong. But that's where my brain goes. Deep enough to where it doesn't matter. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I'm kind of thinking along the lines of, like, yeah, that's true, but also, like, what if it's just programmed that way in case it, like, I don't think they make multiple dynamic spawnings for things, right? Like, I feel like they would be like, spawn this in this sort of segment, not like, I feel like it's like a positive negative, right? Like, it would be like, spawn in these conditions, don't spawn in these conditions, right? And I'm this is assuming, and I'm assuming
Holy moly, 31
part of their
mods.
negative conditions
Hope
are
the
to not
family is well,
spawn
Mr. Snag.
in other biomes than the forests, right? And to spawn on the opposite side of the jungle. So the jungle is super early on our world though. Like, that's our spawn. That's the jungle. So It's honestly a crapshoot. I actually don't. Now, the more I think about it, the more I actually don't know where to dig, because I'm like, I forgot that my jungle was so next to me. So it's like, I actually forget. I actually don't know what the best idea would be.
It pains me that so many people watch crime for entertainment. I personally watch all these types of videos for information and also in a way to give victims some form of peace, because we become their voice after death and that they aren't forgotten.
Yeah,
I've always appreciated your commentary over others because you see the victims as people and not a story.
Yeah.
Keep being you, Sneeg. Also sorry for this being sent so late from the original convo log.
Oh, all good, no problem. I mean, in a way, there's a level of entertainment, right? Like, because ultimately humans are very entertained by the morbidity of things. I mean, literally, like, Colosseums existed, you know what I mean? Like, that's just straight up watching two people kill the fuck out of each other, right? So there is a level of entertainment that people feel towards morbid things. I think there's like a level of natural that is. I think I think there's a level you can steer way too far. And I think that happens a lot with people who watch true crime. I think there is a level in which you're a little too entertained strictly. And nothing else is really in your thought process of, like, you know. Okay. We got the bombs. We got the bombs coming down the trees. I wonder if I can beat Cthulhu with the length that my platform is. I'm not sure. I'm not thinking so. I'm thinking I made too many. I'm thinking that's a great risk that I shan't take. But I'm not sure. I'm thinking about it. I need a workbench to... Interesting. Okay, cool.
Shimmer is always the outer 1/3 of the map on the jungle side, regardless of jungle placement.
Right.
As for the true crime convo,
1/3,
at the
so
end
like
of the day,
half
I'm not trying to pretend I don't
third,
watch
like
Midwest
here.
Safety
That's what I was
for
thinking.
entertainment, but it's
like here.
certainly not entertainment
Right.
to laugh at.
Well, exactly.
Realistically.
That's what I'm saying. Is I think, like, it is okay to say it's entertainment to an extent. And that's a very quick extent. It doesn't go much past the curiosity aspect. Psychologically, that's what people like. People like seeing some fucked up shit. They also like knowing it's not them that's dealing with the fucked up shit. So there's a level of it that I can understand. And I find that, like, okay. It's the devaluing of the victims, especially, where I'm like, you fucking lost me, and you're a bit of a douche. I'm gonna high key buy a mini shark and balls. I cannot remember the last time I've bought a mini shark. Holy money waste? Die. Die. 150%. Oh shit. I didn't even notice that. I keep forgetting about the price changes. I thought you were just saying buying it is a waste, not that I was overpaying. Whoopsie! I should have just met him back at the
Hey
base.
Sneeg, I fucking hate my team's division. This is fucking bullshit.
I don't think a lot of victims would want to be interesting. No, exactly. Exactly. That's exactly it. Like, that's, they're, like, base level? No, I get it. I agree. But there's an ignorance in not accepting that psychologically people have a curiosity for the subject. For various reasons. Like, there's, like, to me, like, unfortunately, I do think that, like, end all be all and high priority for me is that it's more serious. And, like, we're talking about real people here. And I'll crack jokes about any stupid suspect being a piece of shit or an idiot any day. But the last thing I want to deliberately do is make light of the victim of something serious. Right? And I think, like, once again, I think where...
Yes, it's interesting to me still, but I am more sensitive than I used to be.
True.
It's strangely comforting to know I'm not alone, but your true crime content is like the only one I can watch. The educational factor has been most helpful though since the case is still ongoing.
Yeah, I just think that, like, there's a lot of people who just completely... The respect of, like, this is real people is totally gone. Like, it's been gone. Because they're just... I don't know. They've consumed so much of it that they've completely forgotten that these are, like, people that died. Or that were, like, brutally beaten, etc. Whatever crime you want to replace it with. And, like, yeah, there are some situations where you're like, that's a really ridiculously funny situation, like with the Shakira Flabbergasted girl, where it's like this woman is just, like, out of her gourd for whatever reason. But that doesn't mean that that translates to the other situations. Right? Like, I think the problem is people have, like, blurred too many lines. And think that, like, because one thing, like one person just making a fool of themselves is a funny thing or an entertaining thing, that way, like, therefore the rest's entertaining. There's, like, a level of, like, misunderstanding that people have for it, and it bothers me. Like, and you know, I try my best to not even, like, I try my best, I guess, is the best thing I can say. I mean, obviously, like, I don't think I'm perfect. I don't think I'm a person just like the rest of you, and I try my best. So. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not trying to, in no way am I supporting, like, the lightheartedness of crime. Like, I would not have studied and been such an advocate for the seriousness and the victims if I was so, like, lighthearted about it. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to excuse people who are. I'm just saying that, like, as, like, from having also studied psychology, like, I understand that there is this level of curious that people are. It doesn't really make it okay, but it's also a major factor in the reasonings behind why people even act that way. And that's frustrating. It's pretty frustrating because it creates all sorts of, like, why are you even acting this way? Oh, you can tell exactly who's doing true crime for views and money. AI voiceover, AI script, AI captions, AI thumbnails, AI profile pictures. Like, there's so many channels, true crime channels, all of it's AI generated. All of it. Besides the footage, they just find footage somehow, and they have the AI make the script, which is like 5 seconds of just explaining the crime, which is stupid. And then 10 seconds of explaining the outcome at the end. All of their channel layouts AI. The person saying the lines is AI. It's like you're just disgusting. Like, you're just actually gross. It's cringe. It's so cringe. And there's a like, and we'll watch. Accidentally or not, we will watch channels that make that content that way. But the second I'm aware of it, I am dragging them across the pavement. And I have done it time again. It is completely inexcusable to lazily make content. It's so fucking lazy. There's no excuse. Like, you're a bum. The second, like, when I had that team of editors, like, years ago that, like, tanked my channel because they would just, like, hear me out and then not listen 2 days later, they, like, tried to use AI for thumbnails for, like, a video or two, and I was like, immediately no. Immediately no. And you know, thankfully I didn't get pushback from them, but what bothered me was the attempt to even do it without even asking. That's what bothered me. They never even asked if I was cool with it. They just, like, did it. And I had to, like, go look at my channel and see the thumbnail and be like, okay, like, why is that there? You know what I mean? That's annoying. That bothers me. I don't know. How long ago was that? Back when the editing also seemed AI generated, given the weird cuts. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, I could be convinced they use AI to edit, because I'm like, there's just really weird moments that they straight up don't include that are like the best moment of the game or whatever I played. Like, I'm like 75% sure they were using an AI editing tool. And they didn't tell me. Like, once again, huge problem. Nothing stated. Nobody told me. Certainly it wasn't brought to my attention. Certainly it wasn't like a, hey, can we do this? If they did, and I'm pretty confident they did, they just did. They didn't say a single thing about it. Which is a problem. That creates such a normalizing of AI generated tools. And I'm like, there is, and like, we've talked about this plenty. There is a type of AI that is very beneficial. Not the generative stuff. Not the generative stuff. And there is a very distinct difference. And we've talked about it. You know, I don't think I need to tell you guys. I mean, we know, like, shit like our phones and stuff use AI all the time. Like, things like that, completely different than the main frustration. But it's like a whole different can of worms. I don't even know what else there is to say about it. I can't even lie. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. There was a YouTube, like, kids thing that we clicked at some point, and it absolutely uses like AI generated animation and artwork. And I'm like, it's like such a level of disgusting to me that I don't even know what to say. Like, you're literally giving fake like you're feeding children fake shit. Like you're literally giving them gray goop of nothing. You didn't even do anything. It's so weird. It's like you get Miss Rachel and it's like the best thing ever because she's like so careful and good about how she educates because she has skin in the game, having done it originally to teach her own kids speech. And like, you go to any other kids content on YouTube and it's like, can you say red? The red giraffe. It's so awful. Hello? Guys, where'd you go? I'm scared. I started just ranting and all of a sudden everybody got quiet. Are you guys like... What do you want? I want to converse. I want to like talk to you guys because it's been like 5 days and I missed my job. So I kind of just like, you know, kind of just want to like, you know, talk to my chat like a streamer. Like the thing I do. That'd be cool. You were on Twitter? Yeah, what's going down today? Did you guys see that the US military like bombed a Iranian ship, I think, that they suspected having nuclear weaponry or just weaponry in general?
Wow.
And they just like let the people who were on that ship die, just drowned, just committed a war crime, just violated the Geneva Convention. Isn't that great? Yeah, I love that. I don't even know if it was an Iranian ship, but still, the fact that it was any ship, like, it's just, what are we doing, man? It's so insane. Such a horrendous, like, what I can't do shit about it. This dude's just senile and pooping himself in the middle of the White House and causing wars and violating Geneva Conventions before my very eyes as a representative of me, like, internationally, which is like abhorrent and disgusting. Like, it's fucked up. It's disgusting. No, I don't particularly want to go to a war and send hundreds of soldiers to their death over you're mad and want to make sure they know you're mad, basically, because they don't want to listen to you. Essentially what started all this. Not even saying the development of nuclear weapons is okay, but it's more that they said no to him, and that's what we're doing. Because
and then they posted a TikTok on White House official using the video of it with caches it's about to blow as the sound. This is disgusting.
And you know what? Like, it's millennials. That is so millennial. To be like, What? What's so fucking funny, dude? Like, what? Where's the funny? Like, everybody's thinking it's some, like, brain rot Zoomer making these videos. It is absolutely a 40-year-old. It is... I am certain it's like a 40-year-old man who asks AI to tell him, like, the newest memes. I can almost guarantee it. There's just no actual Zoomer entertaining humor to any of it. They're just like, oh, this thing's popular, make an edit. Which is like not how it works. But I can 100% see some old head unk thinking that's how it's funny. It's like, think but this, think but this, think but this. What if we did this but this? It's like very on par with like millennial humor. Like, oh, it's so random. We committed a war crime. Let's put a song behind the war crime. That's so random. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and ultimately, all of this is just to distract us from the fact that the government, in real time, is deleting thousands and thousands of files exposing a gigantic cabal of pedophilia. So basically, hundreds of Americans and other countries' peoples are dying because I don't want people to know I like kids. And I say I as in Trump, not... That's a terrible way to have phrased it, but, you know, I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have spoken in first person there. That's not a good idea. That wasn't a good idea. Gonna regret that out of context clip, I can tell you right now.
The craziest one to me was that there were more Patriot interceptor missiles used in the last days than Ukraine got to use in its entire war since it started. Defensive missiles.
Oh, you mean the missiles that they asked us to give them?
Scale.
And we were like, no, that would be too expensive, essentially. Those missiles, the ones that we've shot more of than they even asked for or you have used. Well, no, guys, it's, you know, immigrants or whatever. Like, literally, how... there's just, like, one ridiculous... And there's just one, like, fucked up thing after the other. That's what's... That's what sucks. It's like, where do we even start? Where do we even start with even fixing it if it's in any way in our hands to fix later on? And where do you, like, where do you even spend the time being angry? There's so much of it to be angry about. It's literally an endless cesspool of, like, you're literally so fucked I can't even like fathom. I can't even fathom being that evil.
Y'all hear how Trump and crew were sending around a video game clip saying it was real. It was being sent to media people. It was on CNN sob OMG.
There's no way. There's some shit going around about them bombing a painting of a plane or a helicopter. I'm pretty sure that's AI generation. I think the smartest internet safety and stuff tactic nowadays is to just think that everything is AI until it's verified to be not. That's what sucks, is we've gotten to the point where, like, we should just assume it is until it isn't. I'm like 85% sure that is an AI generated thing. Sorry to burst the funny, but I'm like pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. As funny as that would be, our government attempting to murder hundreds of people because, like, the guy in charge doesn't want to be exposed as a criminal isn't, like, super funny. Them wasting their money and time trying to you know, make waves in a cover-up war, that is funny. Yeah.
Like, genuinely, at this rate they're flooding the world with vile events and news just to overwhelm the people who have enough willpower to speak out.
Yes.
And make it so that people just give up and stop people from fighting from how mentally draining and heart-aching everything is.
Yes.
It's insane.
You'll be shocked to hear that this is not an uncommon thing. Much like a president who's pretty positive he's gonna get a opposite party replacement, fucking a bunch of shit up for right after they change office. This is not an unheard of thing for a president to, like, create a bunch of snafus, essentially. And I say snafus because, you know, a couple years ago it was like, and this isn't an example of that, but this is an example of, like, a snafu. Obama wearing a brown suit. Remember when that was, like, a big fucking deal? That's, like, the level of snafu, like, a decade ago. And now it's like, oh, our president's covering for a bunch of pedophiles because they're blackmailing him because he's also a pedophile. That's cool. And also he's, like, killed hundreds of people. Also he's sending hundreds of American soldiers to war for no reason other than to cover up that he's a pedophile for the pedophiles. And also he's, you know, I mean, like, where that's exactly it. Like, where do you start? Where do you literally start? There's so many. Why did people lose it over him wearing a brown suit? Because it was unpresidential, because a president typically wears a black suit. It was very, like, people were like, why is the president wearing not a black suit, basically? And of course, you know, ultimately the only reason they were mad at it was because it was a black man, you know, so they have to get pissed that a black guy is, like, doing something. So that's ultimately what it boiled down to. They were like, this black guy is doing something that isn't what we want or expect, so we're gonna get, like, weirdly mad about it and deny any racial motivation towards why we're angry about it, even though it's 100% the core premise of the anger. I did not even see that slime right there. Yeah, they got mad at him for liking mustard on his hot dog too. Do you guys remember that? Obama said he liked mustard on his hot dog and people got upset, like, actually.
And Crown and trailers and a stone, best try and praise and a brat
What?
in iron.
Yeah.
That's that stuff of fake news. I didn't shit my pants. Now time to play battleship.
This shit is crazy, man. Take care of yourselves, freaks, and Sneeg group hug.
It's like I'm Obama. I also like mustard. I like a good old mustard dog. I like a bit of mustard.
Interrupting with 20 moths. I've been watching since Rookcraft Days Disperge anyways. I subbed once I could when I got my first paycheck, and for years I've enjoyed lurking in this safe space you've made out of your platform.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you for being cool, despite being stinky docker.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, of course. I mean, I would rather, like, ultimately, not to get really, really bleak here, I would rather die happy, right? I would rather die knowing that I gave a shit in every capacity that I wanted to give a shit, right? That includes, like, how I carry myself and how I carry my future and my career. And, like, what I don't really agree with is, like, the inflammatory nature of streaming. Like, there's so much, like, how else do I say it? There's so much inflammatory streaming lately where it's like, this person's got to do something that looks suspicious, or these people have to get enough beef with each other, or I have to say a bunch of controversial things because it gets me attention, and I'm gonna flip my opinion in 3 years because that's what gets me attention then. You know what I mean? Like, I just want to play video games, dude. But, like, I just want to play video games, but you know what I'm not gonna do? I'm not gonna use it as an excuse to just sit here and not make anything, like, politically commentary Like, it's insane to me to use that as an excuse to not stand for anything. Like, you're such a fucking wiener. You're the biggest fucking wiener of a streamer if you're like, well, I just play games. I just play games. You're a grown-ass man. Stand for something, pussy. If I'm honest with you. Even if it's not what I agree with. You're a fucking coward.
Be like, I don't know. I play games.
Like, almost every streamer, the second they go offline, isn't like looking up their name or like on their phone or on the internet doing some shit. This is the most like I stay at home all day job. There's no chance in hell you have no idea what's going on and have no opinion. You're just scared that people who watch you are going to disagree. And what an unhappy life you probably live, man.
Well, I don't want anyone to be mad. Well, I don't want anybody to be mad.
Loser. Love this accidental elevator we're building, guys. Isn't this cool? Oh, I should get that amber. I have a bunch of shit in my inventory. I should deposit. Well, the good news is I've made like a bunch of space, and I've already cleared out a bunch of it in terms of safety. So like I could just technically leave and be able to come back. I don't know, man.
I hate when people say that they are not really into politics.
Loser.
Every aspect of your life is impacted by politics.
Yes.
The clothes you wear, the food you eat, the
Prices
streets
you pay,
walk.
the money, the cost of everything is inherently politically motivated at this point. It is like so ignorant and such like a... And I'm going to rip this word again. This is such a millennial excuse. To be like,
I don't like to get political.
okay. Yeah, okay, Sunshine and Daisy's unk. Yeah, whatever, dude. Yeah, whatever. Twitch Prime, more like Twitch privilege. Aren't I a millennial? No. I'm a zillennial, or whatever that means. I'm like the mix. I'm like the in-between of millennial and Gen Z. And everybody just kind of was like, I would think I'm more on the Gen Z side of things because of how much the culture around that generation has impacted my job and my humor and my lifestyle.
I saw a tweet that was just people that don't do politics when the politics start doing them in response to someone wondering why gas prices suddenly jumped overnight.
Right.
What the heck?
Womp womp, guys, am I right? It just gives me like, you're so like mentally not aware of anything going on that I've lost every single ounce of respect I could even have tried to have beforehand. You got some of the most political fucking streamers out there with the most popularity. Like, you're gonna be fine.
My favorite thing is when Republicans are like, can't we just get along and support different sides? Like, no, you're literally supporting everything this country isn't meant to be.
It gives like the streamers that act like that give like to me it gives like the Democrats who are like convinced that they can like convince some sort of middle ground voter to vote their side. And the past 3 fucking elections, that's just not happened because it doesn't exist. But they think that there's some just like magical fantasy cop-out world where they could be like,
Oh, I don't like that. I don't want to do that. That's weird. It makes me uncomfortable.
I find it extremely difficult to turn a blind eye to what happens to people around me, especially when the entire thing that built my college education was
Sneeg, you're so
learning
cool.
how
Never become a
terrible
millennial.
a lot of people's lives are because of the systems in place in our country. I find it extremely hypocritical if I wasn't in tune with such. To have such true crime knowledge and understanding of what people have to go through, and then in other bases of politics and like human rights and stuff like that, to be like,
I don't know. I don't like to get political.
like, that would be insane. Like, it's too late. You already are. Like, I would already have been to that. Could you imagine? Could you imagine for me to have as much criminological commentary as I have and then be like, I don't like being political, guys? Huh? We're 6 feet deep already, buddy. Keep digging. Here's your shovel back, dude. We do not have a hunter potion, so it's proven difficult to even find the goblin. I don't know. This got like... this got political, but you know. I'm not exactly unhappy with it being so. I think it's important to like continue to be in the loop and keep each other in the reality of things, ultimately, because it like there is a level of responsibility that I have as like a public figure. I say that with the most loose like attachment as possible, because it's like I play video games all day. I'm really not that interesting, right? But there's an amount of you who want to hear what I have to say and care about what I say, and that comes with a level of responsibility that is ignored by a lot of people, a lot of my coworkers, right? So like I just want to make sure that like I'm doing the most to care, and I'm doing the most to teach my audience that they should care. Because you know what's not going to be a regret is that you were invested in the people around you your whole life. I don't think you're going to be on your deathbed and go, wow, I really wish I gave less of a shit. You want to know who says, you want to know who has regrets? The people who didn't and have no one. The people who wanted to wish they did more. It's never the people who did too much or did a lot or cared a lot. It's always the people who didn't care enough. And that directly translates to caring about your local person, like your local man, to, you know, umbrella term it all. Like, it is extremely important for you to give a shit about like what others go through. even if it's realistically something you never deal with. It's ignorant and disgusting to be like, well, not my problem. I'm just gonna play video games. I just play video games, guys. I play video games. I play video games, guys. I don't want to talk about this. I just play video games. Let me poop and pee in this FPS a bunch. I don't want to talk about, you know, people dying and giving a shit about like the status of the world. I just want to pee and fart and inspect the new gun in Call of Duty that costed me $80 and some random fucking dude in it does a backflip for some reason and it drops my computer's FPS to 30. And it costs my entire paycheck. Yeah. Did you guys see the new fucking, the new looter shooter came out? Big fart. Oh man, it's game of the year. It's shut down after 2 weeks, by the way. So good. Nobody plays it anymore. It's so good. I just want to play the same regurgitated game mode in a different skin 5 times throughout the year and have zero thoughts on the suffering of anyone near me.
And the voting office had us, the Dems, and Republicans facing each other as we voted. It was so insane. For context, Tim from a very small county in Texas.
This game's gonna be different. This game's gonna break the fucking internet.
Yeah, so we've decided to shut down our live servers 2 weeks after launch. Weirdly enough, nobody's really fucking with us, just doing the same shit again.
I can't believe it. You gotta be kidding me. I was so hyped and excited about the game, I didn't see a single fucking clip of it. It was that good.
As a trans person, I'm so scared lately. I'm going to get my ID to say F instead of X, and I've changed stuff like my Lyft app to have my birth name. The name Orange outs me right away as trans. Thank you for talking about this stuff, man.
I mean,
also, on a good note, when my mom takes pictures, she likes to edit a version to have people's names on it, and for the first time she put Orange instead of my birth name. There is always hope in the darkness, my friends.
Dang, that's really cute. W mom. I understand. I think that, like, given the situation, it's completely valid for anybody in your position to, like, do their best to be, like, more covert. You know, I can't tell any of you to decide, you know, I can't tell you how to live your life. I love each and every one of you no matter what, right? If you think that, like, if you want to guarantee your safety better, that's completely okay. Like, you should not feel guilty about having to do that. It's upsetting that you feel the need to, but you shouldn't guilt yourself for having to do so. Like, if you feel like that's going to keep you that much safer, by all means, in my opinion. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. I have no idea. So I have, you know, how am I to say that it's bad or not, right? Like, I have no thoughts because I have in no way am I ever in that position. I hate that that's what happens. I hate that that's what you have to do. It's wrong. But there's a bunch of people out there who have, like, just been totally sold lies, like, just a lie. And I'm sure they feel that's what happened to everyone else, right? I mean, that's the crazy fucking thing. Is in a way, technically, everyone feels the same way about each other, in the sense of like, you've just been fed, you've just drank the Kool-Aid and you're gone, right? Except one of the Kool-Aids is, you know, giving a shit about the people around you, and the other Kool-Aid is, maybe we should just kill people that I don't like. So the Kool-Aid's a little different. There's some different flavors in the Kool-Aid for sure. But it's hard to not notice the feeling towards the opposition being on either side is like very similar. But yeah, there's drastic differences in terms of the you know, thoughts for sure. You know, I don't even want to pretend I'm like, let's just get along. Another extremely cowardly commentary that I'm sick of. Just like, let's just get along with each other. Pretty sure one side's fucking trying, dude. And the other one's like, what if we just kidnapped people? Anyway, my wife wants my help, so I'm gonna go help her. I'll be right back, okay? Take care of yourselves, care about everybody around you, and don't pretend like you shouldn't know things and shouldn't stick up for your values, because like they truly matter, and you're not gonna regret like giving a shit.
As not an American, I pray that every trans and LGBTQ+ becomes safe and knows you're all not alone. Doc Air, as someone who has to deal with being dead named on the daily, never feel bad for getting upset that people aren't respecting your chosen name and or pronouns.
And there's a healthy way to let them be aware, and it's up to them how they respond to that. And that changes the dynamic entirely, how they take your feedback. There's an appropriate way for both parties to respond to that situation. From what I imagine, I don't know. But also, like, if it's an accident, I guess, is more what I mean. Like, if it's an accident, there's plenty of people who deliberately do that. And that's, like, a whole different problem. But, yeah. I guess I meant more like the accidental situations. There's a level of letting people aware. Like, there's plenty of times I have called some of you the wrong thing, and you've just been like, hey, like, I go by this. And, okay, that's fine. I'll try to remember. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a big deal. And I might forget it again. But the difference is like, I want to care. Because it's not a big deal. Because it's not a big deal. It's really, like, who fucking cares? Yeah, I'll call you the right thing if I remember it. Because I give a shit. Not hard. Anyway, I gotta piss. Holy shit, I come back to Red's subscription for 67 months. Oh. Anyway, Sakas, thank you for the 20. Robert, thanks for the 16. Gonna have to end soon, chat. Grandma has gone home for the day, so Hannah is alone with both of our kids. And while that might eventually be okay, this is an extremely new thing. So I don't want to leave her, like, to fend for herself for too long. So yeah, I think with, like, the newborn, things are great, and I'm happy to be back. I think that, like, minimum, oh my fucking lord, minimum for a little bit of time, I will need some time to work out the kinks. You know what I mean? In terms of like how my streaming time and the depth of my streams go. I'm sure we might get to a point where it's similar to how it's been, but we're gonna need like we're gonna need time to figure that out. And especially like Hannah's gonna need some time to be more comfortable with me not being there to help, you know. And I think this is probably a good time to be available, given it's like there's a lot more to do because of a newborn and stuff than if she's like a little older, you know what I mean? It's a lot more to manage, and there's a lot more going on, and there's a lot we're not used to, so I'm gonna need some time to just make sure that like we're good to go before I can, like, you know, not be a 4-hour Andy or whatever. But I will continue to do my due diligence in terms of uploading to the VOD channel and stuff. I want to stay consistent with that because of how much less frequent like streams and stuff might be because of everything. But I like, once again, I appreciate everybody coming back and still being around. Not that I was gone super long, but you know, streaming is a very like momentum based thing, and to take a handful of days off can be really, it can be bad, you know. So to know that some of you are still sticking around is really cool. But yeah, we'll just need some time. I'll just need some time to figure out the flow of things, and where I can stream and when I can stream. And the same happened when Darcy was born. My schedule's changed a bunch since we started. I mean, for a hot minute, I was streaming until like 7 because I was doing bedtime with Darcy, right? So, and you know, obviously Hannah and I swapped roles, and now I do mornings and she does bedtime. Which is different now because we have a second kid, so like we don't really know fully what to do with that. So yeah, we just need time to figure it out. So that's probably gonna mean I stream less. I would like to be able to stay on the stream schedule like almost every day. I think a matter of how long is the question. I think Hannah's more than fine with like a handful of hours to do everything herself. I think like the length I have been leaving her to stream is like not a good idea right now. And like I said, it could get there. Like it could get there because, you know, we might adjust eventually, but yeah, we need time. That's it. I'm sure you guys understand. I don't even need to like make sure. Yeah. It takes a lot. It takes a village, dude. It takes a village to raise a kid, and I'm part of that village, so I'm gonna do my part. Even if that means I have to leave my other... I'm not gonna say that. That's really weird.
Hey stinky guy, congrats Darcia, baby number 2, the second Sneegling. Hope things are all well and Hannah is doing well. OFC. W name choice, Juliet is a very nice name. How's Darcy been with her? Has she enjoyed being a big sister so far? Have a good rest of her day, smile.
I don't have the DPS or the stopwatch, I don't think. That's awesome. Do I? I don't. Those are great pickups. Huge. Okay. Yep, that's it. I appreciate the time today. Means a lot, guys. Like once again, it's awesome to have come back and have so much support instantly and so much grateful thoughts and nice words.
By the way guys, the poop touch is definitely real. I once shook hands with Sneeg and immediately shat myself. Honestly glad to know now that it's not just a me thing.
What? Okay. Whatever. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Sub to the VOD channel. Sub to the VOD channel, sub to the React channel. True crime. Prime time's going great. I did some voice lines for a video. Just so you guys are aware of, things are moving. It's not just like a thing I'm saying we're doing. Like there's a script, there's a bundle of research. I've said things, like I've done some commentary. Things are being worked on. So, it's going to take a while because it's the first video, but hopefully we can figure out some sort of flow state eventually and be posting much more regularly in terms of that. So, all right. Appreciate it, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one.